See to today, Thursday, April the 25th, 1996. A Bible passage. Romans 14, verse 12, so then every one of us shall give account of himself to God, and every one of you, judges and lawyers, and you've got to realize that every minute of the day you stand before God. 3 jokes, and the report is over for this week. Why did the bunny into a goon within the next 4 hours? We'll be here tomorrow. Trigape. Fish. And to the artist, your colors are beautiful. I wished I could take them home with me. And the artist says, oh, you will, ma'am. You're sitting on my brushes. This is a chat with Glendora. There's a lot of evil in this world trying to take your rights. Don't you let them do it.
Maintain a connection with it.
But you don't teach Kabbalah meditation, though.
No, but what I teach is very similar to the most esoteric forms of the Kabbalah.
It is.
Very
mystical,
similar.
because Kabbalah is very mystical.
Yes, and what I teach goes right into that. It doesn't use the same terminology, but if you analyze the two of them, you would find that the two of them are very close to each other in their most pure form.
You have a big following. You have, what, 10,000? You have students, no? I thought, well, you told me you had students all over the world.
I have students in Paris, Zurich, Israel.
Brazil.
Brazil. Yeah, I travel a lot. Germany, in Berlin.
But you have centers, meditation centers?
In some places I just go and people come and meet and we do meditation together.
And you don't have a robe, you don't have a uniform, you don't have any of this.
Thank God.
Thank God. You just want to be, you know, modern man, caring man, spiritual man,
Exactly. I just
businessman.
Basically want to live in the world and outside the world at the same time.
I wish there were no more time, because you were talking about spiritual sex. Listen, we have to wrap it up, literally. Could just before we leave, is there such a thing? You said spiritual sex. I heard you say that during one of your talk. We have 2 seconds to say what spiritual sex is.
Spiritual sex is learning how to use your sexual energy to transform your humanness into higher creative energy.
Oh, well, I don't know if people want to really hear about that. It was absolutely wonderful speaking with you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I am Capri Sattler. We just spoke with a man of great caring. Thank you for watching. Au revoir. À bientôt, j'espère.
Glendora, prepare for trial. The orders to show cause you signed have taken 18 hours out of trial preparation time. Then you scheduled a hearing at 3 p.m. When? Are they going to kill anybody? Well, you got to be a special kind of stupid and devious to do what Ben Wiles did and John Wicker did. It's ridiculous. Well, I can't read you the papers and my refutation of them. They went out this morning to be reduced for the mailing. So I don't have them here to read to you. But one was about 6 pages and the other one was just 2. So things are bad enough, aren't they? with lawbreaking and greed and monopoly of TCI, Magnus, Malone et al. They're bad enough, but don't you think that a lawyer can't make them worse? A lying, greedy lawyer can't make them worse. And listen to this, what happened. On Wednesday, yesterday morning at 9 a.m., April the 17th.
Good morning, 9495.
Hi, it's Kenley.
Hello, Kenley.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay. I'm calling you because I also just gave this information to the defendants, and I wanted to make sure that you knew about it. They had called us
I'm sure.
about the addresses and the local Rule 2 and the home addresses of the defendants, wondering whether that was a matter that should be handled by Judge Fox or by Judge Connor.
It's already decided by Judge Connor.
Well, Judge Connor has said that if they have any problems with that issue, they should raise them in front of Judge Fox.
Okay, so we have another ruling in favor of the defendants.
Excuse me?
I say we have another ruling in favor of the defendants by Judge Connor.
What are you talking about? Oh, well, the decision is not made, but the decision...
No, but the decision that Judge Connor shall pop out and that Judge Fox will do it is made in favor of the defendants.
Of course, I'm not going to argue with you about it. That's what the judge...
Another move in favor of the defendants by Judge Connor.
I'm not going to argue about it. I just was calling you up...
Now listen, I want you to put that in writing. I don't...
If you have anything to say to Judge...
I have things to say. You put that in writing. You put that in writing. I am not taking any more of these where the defendant calls you and the defendant manipulates you and Judge Connor rules in favor of the defendant and Kenley Ames calls Glendora and says what the defendant was able to manipulate Judge Connor to do. I want it in writing.
If you would like me to keep you apprised of what is going on...
Yes, I do, and in writing.
Not.
And in writing.
On the phone.
And in writing. I request that you put that in writing. I request that you put that in writing. I must have a record of it.
Sir, we are not going to handle this case any differently than we handle any of our other cases.
Irrelevant. I want what you just said to me in writing.
If you would like a ruling in writing, please send me a letter. I'll show you.
No, I don't have to. I don't have to. I have made my, in oral response to your oral telephone call, I have made my request in writing. Okay, I'm still recording here. I want that in writing. Gina?
Yes?
This is Glendora.
Well, Glendora, how are you?
Very bad. Kenley just hung up on me. I request that what she said over the telephone to me be put in writing.
All right, why don't you hold on 1 second, okay?
And I am tired of this court not having a record. And I'm tired of this court being manipulated by the defendants up in Albany.
Glendora?
I want what she said to me in writing, Gina.
Glendora, I'm not the person to speak to. Can you please hold on? Hold on 1 second.
I want it in writing, Gina, and I want you to give Kenley that message.
Hold on 1 second, Glendora.
Yes, Judge Connor, I want your decision in writing. That you are not going to do anything about enforcing your order that the defendants supply the home addresses in 10 days as of February 26th.
Well,
So, we have censorship again. Okay, we have censorship again. You hear that there's no audio. So we have TCI censoring a chat with Glendora again. You hear that? There is no audio. It's a good thing the camcorder was going to show you the last. A chat with Glendora on Channel 8. So how do they make that good? Okay, the time is 9:04 p.m. The audio went blank. 9:08 p.m. And the audio, 9:10 really, and the audio went blank at about 9:07 p.m. So this was censorship just about when Judge Connor was to come on, and just about as TCI was to show you how biased Judge Connor was. And just about as Judge Connor said to Glendora, "Now look, Glendora, I understand that you think that I'm biased against you and in favor of the defendants. I'm a senior judge, Glendora, and I don't have to be on this case if I don't want to be. Do you want me off this case and give it to another judge? Yes. All right then, I'm off the case. Thank you." And that was the end of Judge Connor. So you can hear there is no audio on Channel 8, and just as before, it's being censored by TCI. So I have to move the typewriter here, set up the camcorder, and get it onto the TV screen. Bring up another automatic control here. Isn't that interesting, Franklin? That TCI censored right there in front of everybody, and there's no more Channel 8, and how are they ever going to make it up? The date is April the 30th, 1996, and the time is 9:11 p.m. Let's pull it out here and get a longer shot of it. Isn't that pretty good, huh? How we just turned down the audio all over the system because Judge Connor was about to show what a crooked judge he is. So you can hear there's no audio. So we had best go over there the first thing in the morning and get that tape and bring it back. You can hear that the audio has been censored again by this crooked company and by all these crooks whose name you see on the screen. What do you see, Franklin?
Program 2079, Chapter 47.
April 18th, 1996. What do you see?
Just the picture and no sound.
You hear no sound.
I think they bring it back.
Bring it back? Why would they bring it back when they're censoring?
Or maybe they were just going to not use
Judge Connor?
Judge Connor.
Okay, we're making a record of it. please?
This is Patricia,
Is this 632-6909?
626900.
Okay,
All
sorry.
right, sir.
Sorry.
Okay.
Bye. Censorship.
Hello?
Hi, Brian.
Yeah.
Would you like to see censorship in action?
Yeah.
Okay, turn on channel 8.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you see the video?
Yeah.
But the audio's not there.
That sounds out anyway.
Yep.
Did
That's,
you have a problem like that once before?
yes, they did it.
Was
This is,
that written into one of your complaints? Is it where it said that?
yes, yes. And so it happened again tonight, just as I was, just as Judge Connor came on the phone and recused himself from my case. They censored the audio just then.
You know, the funny thing is about TCI, and I bet you have the same grievances, when you discover a problem, see my show's on Saturdays, right? You discover a problem, you can't call them up and say, hey, turn up the audio, you know? If you
Brian,
show on during
Brian.
the time, but almost all this stuff is when they're closed, when their offices are closed.
Right, Brian, is the show censored?
Yep, I'll
Okay,
witness that for you.
okay.
I would tape it, but you really can't prove you didn't somehow doctor the sound. You know, so I don't
Brian,
know if you did
Brian,
now that proves that.
Brian,
But I would witness it.
Brian, it is being taped and so are you.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Then I'll sign an affidavit.
Just as Judge Connor came on the phone and recused himself from my case. They censored the audio just then.
You know, the funny thing is about TCI, and I bet you have the same grievances, when you discover a problem, see my show's on Saturdays, right? You discover a problem, you can't call them up and say, hey, turn up the audio, you know? If you
Brian,
show on during
Brian.
the time, but almost all this stuff is when they're closed, when their offices are closed.
Right, Brian, is the show censored?
Yep, I'll
Okay,
witness that for you.
okay.
I would tape it, but you really can't prove you didn't somehow doctor the sound. You know, so I don't
Brian,
know if you did
Brian,
now that proves that.
Brian,
But I would witness it.
Brian, it is being taped and so are you.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Then I'll sign an affidavit for you if you want.
Okay, no, it's,
But I mean, I could on my
The last-
VCR,
this
on my
is-
VCR, I could flip the sound not to be there.
Brian,
Yep.
the tape, the show is being censored right before your very
Yeah.
ears.
I agree.
Good evening, 9495.
Glendora,
Yes,
happy book?
you want a happy book?
Send me happy book, please.
Okay, just a second, somebody will get your name and number.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, this is very weird.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello there?
Yeah, I'm still here. You want to talk to me?
No, I'm finding out the other party's there. Are you there? I believe he hung up.
Well, maybe I'll get back to you.
Hello? Okay, leave the line open anyhow.
Maybe he went off to...
Okay, Brian, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, by the way, I got your thing in the middle today. Just want to let you know that.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm trying to just decide. I still haven't filed the thing. I'm trying to decide.
Let me
whether-
talk to you over, okay? I have a censorship program here.
Yeah. All right, listen, why don't you talk to me later on? You might want to get a few other people to witness this too, you know?
Oh, okay.
All right?
All
See
righty.
you later.
Bye-bye, Brian. Okay, the time now is 9:17 p.m. How are they going to make that up if there's no more system-wide Channel 8 doing public access?
No, they can't. That's why they did it. That's why they did it. You watch that.
Okay, we're into the hour of 9:19 p.m. 9:17 p.m. The person who called for the happy book from the... So, it's the same thing that they did on... When was it? March the 12th? We have a record somewhere. This is the old kinescope, you know. This is how, before they had videotape, this is how you got a record of a program off TV. They simply aimed a film camera at the TV screen, and that was called the kinescope. And in the early days of television, that was all we ever had, because everything was live. Isn't that something?
Yes.
Same thing that they did before.
Exactly.
Well, that's good. That makes my lawsuit that much easier.
Sure. That's right. The last night before they took Channel 8 off, he didn't have the sound.
Particularly when Judge Connor came on and showed himself to be biased
That's right.
and refused to put in writing the manipulation by Ben Wiles over the phone from Albany, the manipulation of the court. This is how Glendora lost her defendants, through Ben Wiles manipulating over the court, over the phone. And this is how Glendora lost when they defaulted, when they failed to answer in 20 days, as the summons said. And Judge Connor let them go over the telephone, and Glendora wasn't even present. It was behind Glendora's back. It's what you call ex parte. And how the court granted Malone, Magnus, and TCI et al. 23 days late answering, instead of granting a default judgment in favor of Glendora. This is how Judge Connor was biased from the beginning, when he denied the temporary restraining order and the preliminary injunction. And so, the crooks win. They don't really win. They really lose. And the courts let them violate Congress's mandate for public access tomorrow, May the 1st. No more system-wide Channel 8. So we have crooked lawyers and corrupt courts. And that's all it takes to violate constitutional rights and the rights given us by Congress and by the New York State Legislature. Okay, for those of you who tuned in late, the time is 9:20 p.m. on April the 30th, 1996, Tuesday. The last night of Channel 8 system-wide for public access. And what you're witnessing right before your very ears is censorship. The video's there, but the audio has been turned off. And this is the same thing that happened, I believe it was March the 12th. This is the second time that they did it. And how are they going to make this one good?
make this one good some way.
Yes, they made the other one good, only after they promised and didn't do it the second time. I don't hear any voice, do you? No, there isn't any voice. Let me go over and turn up the audio for you, just as high as it can go. This is the audio button right here. Now we'll go to another channel and show you that there's plenty of audio. Let me turn it down before I do that, though. It'll hurt your ears. We'll go to channel 9.
Chevy Camaro Z28. Yeah.
Now let's go to channel 7.
What color?
Old cappuccino Montezuma, everything.
So you see there's plenty of audio, but not for a chat with Glendora when it reports the truth about Judge Connor and when it reports the truth about John Malone and Bob Magnus and TCI and Brendan Clouston and Miles Rich and Barry Marshall and all of the directors of this crooked company. Would this be a good program to submit to for cable casting over Channel 10?
That ought to be the first one they have on Channel 10.
Franklin says that should be the first one they have on Channel 10. And what is the time now? 9:25. This program was edited at White Plains Public Access. The character generator, TCI, is really quite sophisticated, quite good. Amiga. So folks, you are my witness. No audio on Channel 8. The last night, the Channel 8 is a lot. Now you and I are going to stay with this, and when you see program change at 9:30, you're going to see plenty of audio, and hear plenty of audio in the next program. So here's censorship in action. Isn't that great? You'll see a flicker in the video because the video doesn't match it. And the camcorder doesn't match the video that's coming off of the cable TV. Now we're going to go down to Channel 7 again and show you this audio. Let me turn down this audio slightly so as not to blast your ears.
1-592-1551. That's 1-800-592.
Tony's relatives were wounded. Tony was shot and killed, and his murderer is still out there. Las Vegas is a city of fun and excitement, but there's another Las Vegas just north of the high-stakes casinos and hotels. In these tough neighborhoods, residents gamble every time they step.
Welcome back. We're talking about the...
See? No audio in Channel 8. Censored. Censored by the lawbreakers. Plenty of audio on Channel 7. No audio on Channel 8. Plenty of audio on Channel 9.
When he start going to school, he come home, he have his homework, and sometime else.
Time now is 9:27 p.m. Wait until the program changes to the next program, which is usually the Helen Larson show. See, TCI doesn't want you to know these bad things about them. TCI has broken the law, that's number one. The next thing is to lie about it. And the next thing after that is to cover up. So here's the last to chat with Glendora, reporting on TCI, on system-wide Channel 8. And they don't want you to hear it. We've dealt with a lot of crooked cable operators, but these take the prize. These lawbreakers, Malone, Magnus, and TCI, and Clouston, and Marshall, and Sullivan, and Wicker, and Brown, and Magarelli, and Dunn, and Rich. These people take the cake when it comes to lying, when it comes to breaking the law, when it comes to covering up, and when it comes to selling your soul. Since TCI can't cablecast its own bad record, we send it to other cable companies. Manhattan and Nassau and East Hampton and Yorktown and Yonkers. Time now is 9:29 p.m. is coming close to the break. You're watching censorship right before your very eyes and ears as TCI plays the video for a whole half hour here. Well, up until from 9:04. They stopped it around 9:04, 9:05. They stopped the audio just as Judge Connor came on the telephone and said, "Look, Glendora, I understand that you think I'm biased in favor of the defendants and against you. Now, I'm a senior judge, Glendora, and I don't have to be on this case if I don't want to. Do you want me off this case and give it to one of the judges?" Glendora, yes. Then I'm off the case. Thank you. Let's go over and take this call, and you watch that audio, folks, when it comes on, just for Helen Larson. Good evening, 9495.
Yes, hi, this is the right number to call for the Glendora book?
Yes.
Hi, should we leave you our address?
Yes, just a second, I'll take it down.
Okay.
What is your name?
My name is Mark.
Okay.
Honig, H.
Okay.
At 3 North Minster
3 North Minster
Drive, I'm sorry.
Drive, okay.
Yeah, that's in White Plains,
White Plains,
New York,
okay.
10604.
04.
Is this Glendora?
Yes, it is, Mark.
Oh, hi. Okay, we love your show, and we were just watching now, and we saw the advertisement. I'm sorry if we called you so late.
No, that's all right. Mark, what is your telephone number?
949
Yes.
8937.
Do you have any audio on your TV set?
No, we don't. As a matter of fact, that's your audio is out there.
Yeah. Now watch, Mark. I want you to stay tuned just as the audio comes on for the next show.
Okay, thank you, Glendora.
Mark.
Yes.
No, I want you to witness that TCI censored.
Oh, okay.
I want you to witness. Now watch, Mark, when Helen Larson comes on.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, now listen to the audio coming up on Helen Larson.
Okay, and you have our address if you need,
Yes, and I did.
Okay.
And you said you love my show, and we love you too.
Thank you.
All right, Mark.
Okay, good night.
Thank you. Good night. No audio on Helen Larson. This is more cover-up. I wonder if the rest of the night they're going to have audio, Franklin. Okay, it's 4:30. The year is 96. Anno Domini. The day is Tuesday. The time is 9:30 p. Censorship. TCI. Gee, Helen, you look beautiful. I'm sorry they're censoring your show, too. All right, let's call TCI. TCI. T. TCI White Plains. TCI. Let's see what happens.
Good evening, TCI. That is speaking. How can I help you?
Yes, there's no audio on Channel 8. no voice on Channel 8. There's no sound.
Okay. I'll stick it with the head end and I'll make sure they fix the problem. Okay, sir?
Yes, thank you. What is your name?
Danny, D-A-N-I.
D-A-N-I.
Yes.
And you will talk to the head end.
Yes, I will.
I will stay tuned and see if that problem is corrected.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Good night.
Let's try to straighten some of that out tonight.
There's your audio,
One of the
folks.
letters that Mrs. M wrote, I have always
There's your
heard
audio.
that our
Just as soon as the chat with Glendora is off.
against cancer. You talk about
All it is a turn of the wrist.
them as being our main line of defense against cancer.
Okay, the time is 9:34 p.m.
Yes, the public...
I will report to you later.
Given information,
And this makes my lawsuit so much easier.
actually...
That is a cable operator exercising editorial control over public use of channel.
your main line against the public with cancer.
Well, what's the difference?
Well,
Good evening, 9495.
lymphocytes, granulocytes,
Hello.
phagocytes, which attack...
This is Glendora. Do you want a happy book?
Bacteria,
Yes.
molds...
Okay, just a second. Wait a second.
No, cancer comes unless...
This is Glendora. Who are you?
...into your body by another
Yeah.
person or it's an animal, another animal.
Okay, wait just a second.
In the state...
I'm ready. What is your name?
From years ago...
Mitch, yeah, what's your problem with cable vision?
You want a happy book, Mitch?
Yeah, I have to.
Okay, what's your last name?
S-A-U-L.
S-A-U-L.
Yeah, I'm a fellow producer, and I was wondering what your problem with cable vision is. It sounds like it either.
That's almost like a...
Okay, where do you want this happy book sent?
With those studies...
Send it to, 1 Wayne Avenue,
1 Wayne Avenue. Yep.
Suffern, New York.
Suffern?
Yeah,
Okay. New York. It's Mitch.
10901.
10901.
How long you been on TV, Glendora?
Well, I've been on TV all my life, 43 years. I've been on public access TV 23 years.
Oh, really?
Yes, Mitch, I'm going to talk to you. What's your number?
My phone number is 357
Mm-hmm.
3567.
3567.
Uh-huh.
You don't like cable vision or you don't like TCI? Which one is it?
Well, I saw a graphic that you put on Glendora versus
Yeah,
Cable
TCI.
Vision.
TCI, cable vision?
Well, it said Cable Vision.
Okay, what's your cable system up there? That'll help
I'm
me.
on TKR.
Oh, okay. And that's Tuesday night right now.
You just went off the air. Or you showed just went to black for some reason. Oh, it says, okay, now it just came back up. Call for a free.
Yes, I'm on there from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. Yes, right. You're right about cable vision.
What's first of all, I mean, I've been in public access and leased access for the last 10 years myself.
Oh, good.
So I have my own cable show.
Yeah.
Runs twice a week here in Rockland. I was in Westchester for a little while and Manhattan for about a year and a half.
Oh, very good.
My own production company and advertising agency, so I have many clients that I produce commercials for, and then I also air them in every cable station in the United States.
Wow.
But with Cablevision, there are some, when I buy airtime there, they don't treat me right. They try to
Yeah.
clients.
Yes, absolutely. They're a bunch of crooks.
Yeah.
We subpoenaed 5 of them. They never showed up at the trial. They never spent any money on travel, and yet they cashed the checks for $350. That's how crooked Cablevision is and how cheap they are and how hard up they are.
Well, if you're on public access, you don't have to pay to air.
No.
So you just give them a show and they air it. So what was your problem with it, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, they censored my program. They took it off of TV because I was reading the bad record of the public officials in Nassau County.
Uh-huh. Oh, so it's all political.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it's all political. The courts are all political. The judges are all political.
Of course. It's politics. Is that, it's good that I guess you're single-handedly trying to make a statement.
Well, I'm single-handedly almost trying to save public access from these crooks.
Yeah, well...
That's what I'm trying to do. And that's what these 3 lawsuits are about. Glendora versus Cablevision, Glendora versus Continental Cablevision, and Glendora versus TCI.
Uh-huh. What's your show shot on? VHS?
8 mil.
8 mil?
Regular 8 mil.
Yeah. And, what, you just have it on the tripod?
Yeah. You want to come down and hold the camera?
Well, you know what, I can just suggest something from the show that I'm looking at.
Uh-huh.
You have way too much headroom.
No. Who cares? It's public access.
It doesn't matter.
It is, the only thing that's important there is the report, the message.
You know what, though? It's a visual thing, though, and you're back on now. You know, I mean, I also produce people as well, and I think your show is great. I think you have a lot to say. Just lose a little bit of the headroom from your top of the head.
There's supposed to be graphics there. Aren't there graphics?
Yeah, there are, but you still have like a foot over your head, and you know what happens is you can put the graphics down on the bottom.
Not all the graphics I use, Mitch.
Yeah, I know you.
Ms. Schaefer, 130 Town Road, New Shell, New York, 10805. Thank you.
Message 1.
Repeat that message. I came in too late with the camera.
April 16th.
I want the Glendora Happy Book, Ms. Schaefer, 130 Town Road, New Shell, New York, 10805. Thank you.
Message 2:09:07 p.m. Tuesday, April 16th. Yeah, I need one of these happy books. Name's Greg. Solari, S-I-L-V-E-R-I. Number 1, Larissa, L-A-R-I-S-S-A. Court, Airmont, New York, A-I-R-M-O-N-T. 10952. I gotta get one of these happy books. I'm a little upset. Goodbye.
Oh, it's awful, Greg. I don't want you to be upset.
9:25 p.m. Tuesday, April 16th.
I'm all tangled up here in the cord.
Message 4:09:29 p.m. Tuesday, April 16th. Message 5:09:30 p.m. Tuesday, April 16th. Yeah, what are you doing playing all this garbage on cable? Message 6:09:33 p.m. Tuesday, April 16th. Yeah, I'd like a copy of Glendora's Happy Book, please. My name is Neil Murphy. I live at 81 Davis Avenue, New Rochelle, New York, 10805. Thank you. Message 7:05:22 p.m. Wednesday, April 17th. Message 8:10:56.
Those lousy lawn machines.
April 19th.
Too early for this.
Hi. I'm Glendora from Thursday. And I just hadn't heard from you in so long as that. Something was wrong. So, I trust you're all right. Bye-bye.
Get out of here, you lousy landscapers.
1 p.m. Friday, April.
Hi, Ginny.
Could be, Friday. Could be. Hello? Yeah. Well, now it's there. Hello?
Message 10:07:59 p.m. Friday, April 19th. Can I make a copy of the Happy Book sent to my address, please? My name is PJ Rossi, R-O-S-S-I. I live at 81A Davis Avenue, New Rochelle, New York, 10805. Thank you.
We have 3 telephone lines.
11:08:01 p.m. Friday, April 19th.
Go away, lawn machines.
2 p.m. Saturday, April 20th.
That's 2 people having a conversation. conversation on our line. We don't know who it is. I'm glad you're getting a whiff of these lawn machines. They ought to be outlawed. They never heard of a rake? Get out of here, Vito. Go home. Harvey Cash, Americans for Legal Reform.
Make sure you vet if you can possibly do it. Today's Beaver Post, which has an expose, two-page expose on judges.
Two-page
Hope to hear from you shortly.
two-page expose on judges. Hooray!
8:21 a.m. Tuesday.
The world needs that, and it doesn't need lawn machines.
Message 16. Expose on judges.
Two-page
Hope to hear from you shortly.
two-page expose on judges. Hooray!
8:21 a.m. Tuesday.
The world needs that, and it doesn't need lawn machines.
Message 16. 9:08 a.m. Tuesday, April 23. Hi, Glendora. Howie Brescian. Calling you back. AM reporting. If you want to schedule a job, Glendora, you can just call the secretary.
He's a court stenographer.
761-6620. If you wish to speak to me personally, call me on my private line, 686-1652. I should be on trial all day, though.
Well, he's not on trial. Somebody else is. He's doing the court reporting on it.
Take care. Hope all is well.
He's making the transcript. Howie Brescian.
17, 2:29 p.m. Thursday, April 25.
Hello, Glendora. This is Mr. Walsh's office calling. This is to advise you that the hearing for Diane Rainey will be tomorrow, April 26th at 2 o'clock at the White Plains Courthouse. Thank you. Phone number is 268-3800. Bye.
My PC 310 copying machine gave up.
7 p.m. Thursday, April 25. Well, Franklin, this is Matt Peter reading. I'm going to give you a call. I have a special program that we're coming up with under the Excel group, and I wanted to find out if you want to come to this special meeting with us. Message 18, 10, message 17, 2:29, message 18, 10, message 19, 10:25 p.m. Thursday, April 25. So Franklin, this is Matt Fioriti again. I forgot to leave you a message that contact me during the day tomorrow. Message 29:03 p.m. Friday,
I was trying to show you the copying machine. So here's my old one, the first one, PC1, which is a whole lot better than the PC310. This one costs $500, the PC310 costs $300. Now I don't know what to do. Folks, is it worth it to send the 310 back to Canon and get it fixed? They charge you $125. No matter what.
72 Mark Hoffman, 93 Albatross Road, Town, New York, 11756.
11756 is Nassau County.
Message 22, 10 p.m. Friday, April 26. Message 23, 10:20 p.m. Friday, April 26.
This is chat with Glendora in Nassau County.
Message
That would, of course, be one of the accomplices of the defendants, Cablevision.
Friday, April 26.
Please don't come to Nassau County. Stay away from Hicksville.
Stay away from Hicksville. That's Ginny Cat over here.
10:29 p.m. Friday, April 26. Hi, Glendora.
Teddy Ruddy.
I really want a brochure, a happy book, or something. I really need to see some kind of correspondence from. Again, my name is Teddy Ruddy, and my address, 138 Nevada Street, like State, Nevada.
Nevada. All of these happy books have been sent out.
10:30 p.m. Friday, April 26th. Yes, I had just called. My name is Teddy Ruddy, 138 Nevada Street, Hicksville, New York.
Thank you for cable casting the program, Diane Rainey and Thomas Gardner
Be in touch.
in Hicksville.
And my number is 357-7170. Thank you. 516 area code. Message 27-9:34 p.m. Tuesday, April 30.
That was last night. There were 3 calls for the happy book last night while the program was on TCI. For the last time on Channel 8.
End of messages. Answer off.
Now, if we pressed the play button, it would say messages 93% full, telling you that we'd better make a record of these, send out the happy books, which we have, and now we can erase them. So to erase them, you press this one. This is yes, confirm. That's to play the message. Okay, this little fella here erases them. And then the machine asks you, are you sure you want to erase them? And then you say yes.
Enter yes to confirm.
Yes, I do want to erase them. Yes, to
Messages
confirm.
erased.
So now you put this on to answer the calls.
Answer calls. Record messages.
And then you come home, and if there aren't any calls, it says this.
No calls. No messages. Answer off.
Answer off. So that means when the telephone rings, I have to answer. Ginny's looking around for her nests for the morning. Isn't this beautiful weather? This is May the 1st, 1996, my birthday. And this is the week of magnolias and forsythia and tulips and hyacinths. It's the prettiest week in the whole year. To do it. It's a short job, but I just can't get to it. There was no Cablevision log. And that went out on Sunday, as it should have. I don't know whether it's 1 week behind or 2 weeks behind, and I don't know what the Cablevision costs are, and I don't know what the Cablevision hours are. When was the last time that Cablevision was up to date? I believe we got it up to date April 15th. It's 2 weeks behind. It's our fault that we're keeping her awake. Franklin went through and he added up the Cablevision dollars. And I guess he added them up by the month. He's finished the 1993 book, and he's finished the 1994 book. Katie, don't chew a hole in the microphone cord. They're so cute with their hands. No, please don't chew the microphone cord. Okay, now. He just finds $1 in November. And let's see what he finds in December. $124, $123.85 the Cablevision law breaking cost me. Oh, wait, he did find some in November and December of 93. That's $124.85. Bye, Kate. In January, $5.50, and and altogether $82.19. In February, $104.63. That's in 1994. And in March, $369.62, and in April, $78.67, and in May, $28.96, and in June, $149.25. This is the year 1994. And in July, $152.03, and in August, $153.68, and in September, $42.20, in October, $38.86, in November, $44.35, and in the last year of 1994, $16.81. In 1994, it says here, this is out of the account book, $1,261.25. So the total for those 2 years, 93 and 94, would be what? $124 and 120, that would be $1,400. Now, I haven't had time to go back to Cablevision. That's a good question. What do we do next on Cablevision? First, we try to get our $350 back that they stole from us. And then I'll go through all of the files, and I will add up the hours, continue to add up the hours that they have cost us of our lives. And then I want to write my jury charge for Judge Bryant to charge the jury and say what laws Cablevision broke and that Glendora is entitled to damages. And that, what else has to be done? There's quite a long list of things that have to be done, and that's in the jury trial preparation book. I have to use up the backs of these franchises. There's no need of that. They could print them on both sides and save the trees and save the environment. But we are using up the backs of the franchises that Callaghy, trying to prove his point, which he can't prove, that cable television in Nassau has to be done by the public within, the people who live there, and which is not a rule at all. And so we have to go through all these franchises, and Franklin had to number all the pages because they come out of there, you use them, and then they go back in. And I've forgotten how many pages there are. If I ever knew. What a pain. It's over 300. It's about 340. Use both sides of the paper. Anybody knows anything has two sides, and save the trees. In sum, we are in 3 courts with Cablevision still. One is the New York Supreme Court, Judge Silverman, making a decision whether to stand by his decision of keeping A Chat with Glendora on TV. The only argument that Cablevision came up with was that the public within, but there's dozens of access producers who don't live in Nassau County. To today, Thursday, April the 25th, 1996. A Bible passage. Romans 14, verse 12, so then every one of us shall give account of himself to God, and every one of you, judges and lawyers, and you've got to realize that every minute of the day you stand before God. 3 jokes, and the report is over for this week. Why did the bunny into a goon within the next 4 hours? We'll be here tomorrow. Trigape. Fish. And to the artist, your colors are beautiful. I wished I could take them home with me. And the artist says, oh, you will, ma'am. You're sitting on my brushes. This is a chat with Glendora. There's a lot of evil in this world trying to take your rights. Don't you let them do it.
Maintain a connection with it.
But you don't teach Kabbalah meditation, though.
No, but what I teach is very similar to the most esoteric forms of the Kabbalah.
It is.
Very
mystical,
similar.
because Kabbalah is very mystical.
Yes, and what I teach goes right into that. It doesn't use the same terminology, but if you analyze the two of them, you would find that the two of them are very close to each other in their most pure form.
You have a big following. You have